And thanks so much for tuning into the Daily Dose for Spiritual Growth. And thank you for tuning in all week. As we've been talking about community, as we've been reflecting too on the 21 days of prayer and fasting. This is the week one. I don't know what type of week you've had. Maybe this is your first time fasting and it's been difficult. And I totally understand. Anytime we take steps of faith, um, and we go without and we tune into the Lord, there's going to be some opposition. There's going to be some adversity. Actually, just a little hint, just an inside scoop. I'm going to be talking about that tomorrow morning as we continue our series on rebuild in the book of Nehemiah. But you know what? Whether you had a wonderful week, you had an up and down week, you had a bad week, I don't know. But my prayer is that we would increase in our perseverance, that we would not give up, that we would continue to pursue our our relationship with God the Father who has unlimited resources. Remember the song on Wednesday, He is the one who provides. What a friend we have in Jesus. If you happen to miss Wednesday, why don't you go back there, click on that link. It's a wonderful song. Hopefully that will give you some comfort and some encouragement. Well, today I couldn't help but talk about a verse that is a very common verse, a famous verse in Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17. And oftentimes, we refer to and we talk about it in men because it's as iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. Or another translation is as iron sharpens other, so a friend sharpens another friend. And and that's so true. I have benefited so much from people in my life that I have welcomed that have sharpened me, that have challenged me, that have spoken the truth in love. And so if you don't have somebody in your life that is doing that, I strongly, strongly, strongly encourage you, please find somebody in your life that's maybe a little bit further along the road than you and that has your best interest in mind. And here's the thing, it's vulnerable. It's scary sometimes. Sometimes we don't want to receive feedback. We don't want to receive a little bit of criticism. We don't want to receive speaking the truth in love sometimes. But guess what? It is for our benefit and it sharpens us. We become more effective. We become more godly when we have people in our life willing to speak the truth in love. I know it's vulnerable. I know it can be scary sometimes, and I know it can be uncomfortable sometimes, but I promise you, you won't regret having somebody in your life willing to do that and you welcoming them in your life to speak the truth in love. I know I want to be a better communicator. I want to be a better pastor. I want to be the best father to my kids. I want to be the best husband to my wife. And guess what? I need to have people in my life to make sure that I'm being held accountable. I need to have people in my life that can share things in me that I'm blind. I've got blind sides, right? I got chinks in my armor. I've got vulnerable spots, and so I need to have people in my life. And guess what? So do you. And that's why God has created us to be in community. And so if you have somebody in your life, would you go to them and thank them? And would you continue to foster that relationship? If you don't have somebody that you're doing that for, I want to encourage you to take that step of faith. You need to be that friend to somebody that you can challenge, you can encourage them, that you can speak the truth and love to them. And let's not forget, we also need it. God designed us for it, and we should welcome it. And ultimately, we have God. He provides. And just like what David shared in Psalm, God, would you search me? God, is there any area in my life? And so let's not forget to do that as well. People are great and God uses people. And so we should do that. But let's not neglect our time with God and allow God to search us and allow God to reveal areas of our life that need fixed, that need rebuilding, right? brings us back to our sermon series that I'm going to continue on tomorrow morning. So I want to encourage you, join us tomorrow morning. I already gave a little inside scoop. We're going to talk about some adversity, some opposition that we all face, but we can overcome it. We will learn and grow through Nehemiah and what he chose to do in the face of opposition. You're not going to want to miss it tomorrow morning, 10:15 a.m. And then we'll be back on Monday for another daily dose for spiritual growth.